Why people chase you when you stop caring, a deep dive into the psychology of attraction. Welcome to The Love Alchemist, your go-to space for unraveling the intricate dynamics of attraction, desire, and emotional connection. Whether you're a first-time visitor or a returning reader, I'm thrilled to have you here. Today, we're embarking on a fascinating exploration of a phenomenon that many of us have experienced but few truly understand: why people chase you when you stop caring. Have you ever noticed how, the moment you decide to let go of someone, they suddenly seem to want you back? Or how, when you stop seeking their attention, they start craving yours? It's not magic, it's psychology. In this article, we'll dissect the underlying reasons behind this behavior and uncover how you can use this knowledge to your advantage. So, let's dive in. Number 1. The scarcity principle: people value what's less available. At the core of human behavior lies a simple truth: we want what we can't have. This is known as the scarcity principle. When you stop making someone a priority, you inadvertently create a sense of scarcity. And when something feels rare or hard to obtain, it automatically becomes more valuable. You become exclusive. When you're always available, people tend to take you for granted. Your constant presence becomes the norm, and they no longer feel the need to put in effort to keep you around. However, when you shift your focus away from them, they begin to see you in a new light. Suddenly, you're no longer a given, you're a privilege. This shift in perception makes you more desirable. Fear of loss outweighs the desire for gain. Psychological studies have shown that people are more motivated by the fear of losing something than by the prospect of gaining something new. When you pull away, you trigger this fear. The thought of losing you becomes a powerful motivator, compelling them to chase after you. You signal high value. When you stop chasing someone, you send a subtle but powerful message: you don't need them. This lack of desperation signals confidence, self-sufficiency, and high self-worth, qualities that are inherently attractive. By stepping back, you position yourself as someone of value, and people are naturally drawn to those who exude self-assurance. The lesson here? If you want someone to chase you, become a limited edition. Scarcity breeds desire. Number 2. Reverse psychology: the power of not needing them. There's a curious phenomenon at play when it comes to human relationships. The more you try to win someone over, the more they pull away. But when you stop trying, they often come running back. This is the essence of reverse psychology. You remove pressure. When you're constantly pursuing someone, they may feel overwhelmed or suffocated. The pressure to reciprocate your feelings can make them retreat. However, when you stop chasing, you lift that pressure. They suddenly feel free to approach you on their own terms, and this newfound freedom can make them more inclined to seek you out. You become a challenge. Humans are naturally drawn to challenges. When you stop trying to win someone over, you become a puzzle they want to solve. The fact that you're no longer readily available makes you more intriguing. They start to wonder why you've pulled away, and this curiosity can drive them to pursue you. You show self-sufficiency. Nothing is more attractive than someone who is content and fulfilled on their own. When you stop seeking validation from others and focus on your own happiness, you radiate confidence. This self-sufficiency is magnetic, and it often draws people toward you. The key takeaway? Shift your energy away from them and onto yourself. When you stop needing someone, they often start needing you. Number 3. Psychological reactance: why people want what's restricted. Psychological reactance is a fascinating concept that explains why people often desire what they feel is being taken away from them. When you stop chasing someone, they may perceive your withdrawal as a threat to their freedom, and this can trigger a strong emotional response. The forbidden fruit effect: just like the proverbial forbidden fruit, people tend to crave what they feel they're about to lose. When you stop chasing, you create a sense of impending loss, and this can make you more desirable. the urgency effect. When someone senses that they might lose you, they're more likely to act quickly. This is the same principle that drives limited-time offers in marketing. The fear of missing out, FOMO, can be a powerful motivator, prompting them to chase after you. The mind plays tricks. When you become unavailable, the other person's mind may start to exaggerate your positive qualities. They begin to focus on what they stand to lose, and this can make you seem even more appealing than you were before. Instead of trying to prove your worth, let their mind do the work. By stepping back, you allow them to see your value on their own terms. Number 4. Dopamine withdrawal, how the brain craves familiar highs. Love and attraction are deeply tied to the brain's reward system. When you're in a relationship or pursuing someone, your brain releases dopamine, a feel-good chemical that creates a sense of pleasure and satisfaction. When you stop giving someone your attention, they experience a form of withdrawal. You were their dopamine hit. If someone was used to receiving your attention, compliments, or affection, cutting off that supply can create a chemical craving. Their brain misses the dopamine rush that came with your presence. They'll seek that feeling again. The brain is wired to seek out sources of pleasure. When it loses a dopamine source, it tries to regain it. This is why they may start chasing you. They're trying to recapture that feeling of happiness and fulfillment. You become their fix. Your absence creates a void, and they may try to re-engage with you to fill that void. In a way, your withdrawal turns you into their fix, and they become motivated to reconnect with you. Your absence, in this case, becomes their addiction. Number 5. The power of mystery. The less they know, the more they want. Humans are naturally curious creatures. When you stop sharing every detail of your life with someone, their mind starts to fill in the gaps. And often, what they imagine is far more intriguing than reality. Silence creates intrigue. If you stop constantly updating them about your life, they'll start to wonder what you're up to. This curiosity can make you more interesting in their eyes. Uncertainty keeps interest alive. Predictability can be a relationship killer. When you're unpredictable, you keep the other person on their toes. They never quite know what to expect from you, and this uncertainty can make you more attractive. Less is more. The less you reveal, the more they'll want to uncover. By maintaining an air of mystery, you give them a reason to chase after you. If you want someone to think about you constantly, give them space to wonder. Number 6. Emotional shifts, when they realize you were the prize. Sometimes, people don't fully appreciate what they have until they feel like they've lost it. When you stop chasing, you give them the space to reflect on your relationship and recognize your value. They start seeing your value. When you're no longer there, they begin to remember all the good things you brought into their life. They realize what they've lost, and this can make them want you back. They feel the shift in power. When you stop seeking them out, the dynamic of the relationship changes. You're no longer the one pursuing. Instead, they start seeking you. This shift in power can be a wake-up call for them. They regret taking you for granted. Often, people don't realize how much they value someone until that person is gone. When they recognize that they may have lost you, they start chasing to make amends. Never waste your time trying to convince someone of your worth. Let them realize it on their own. Number 7. Self-focus. When you glow up, they come back. Ironically, the best way to make someone chase you is to stop caring about them and start focusing on yourself. When you invest in your own growth and happiness, you become a magnet for others. Energy attracts energy. When you put your attention into improving your own life, your energy becomes magnetic. People are naturally drawn to those who radiate positivity and confidence. You become more attractive. Confidence, independence, and self-growth are incredibly appealing qualities. When you stop seeking validation from others and start valuing yourself, you become 10x more attractive. They see what they're missing. When they notice your happiness and success without them, they may start to wonder if they made a mistake. Your self-focus can make them realize what they're missing out on. Turn your focus inward and watch how people suddenly want to be part of your world. Attraction isn't about chasing, it's about knowing your value. When you stop caring and remove your attention, you trigger deep psychological responses that make people chase you. To recap: scarcity makes you valuable. Reverse psychology makes you a challenge. Reactance makes them want what they're losing. Dopamine withdrawal creates a craving for your presence. Mystery makes them think about you constantly. Time apart makes them realize your worth. Self-focus makes you naturally magnetic. The secret isn't about manipulation, it's about shifting your energy from seeking validation to embracing your own value. When you do this, people will start chasing you instead of the other way around. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever had someone suddenly chase you after you stopped caring? Share your experiences in the comments. I'm eager to hear your stories. If you found this article insightful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to The Love Alchemist, and turn on notifications so you never miss another deep dive into the psychology of attraction. Until next time, stay magnetic.